Hi and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Today I am going to be talking about my favorites from July and August. So you may have noticed that I have not been able to film a video for quite a while, and actually the last time I filmed a video it was my favorites from May and June. So I apologize for the doubling up of the similar videos, but that is the way life goes sometimes. As you know, if you've been watching my channel for several years, you know that it's kind of challenging for me to film videos in the summertime. And mostly that's because I'm spending time with my family during the summer and I just don't have enough time to actually sit down and dedicate time to film videos. And it also was just a particularly busy summer and also just some personal things. It's been kind of a challenging summer, challenging year in general. So yeah, I just did not have the time to film a video, but I am super dedicated to filming these bi-monthly favorite videos. And this one is a little bit late. I am filming this on, I think it is the 4th today, this September 4th. So hopefully this will come out on Sunday, September 8th. So it is a little bit late, but it actually is super hot today and it's going to be hot for the next few days. So it is still feeling very much like summer. So hopefully you guys are still interested in knowing what I was using a lot during July and August. And at the very end of August, I was actually in LA for 10 days, and almost every single product that I have here in front of me to talk about in terms of my favorites for the last couple months, I did bring these on my trip to LA. So hopefully that also speaks to how much I've been loving these products, because I did not want to be away from them for the 10-day period that I was out of town. I also will say that I am feeling a little bit rusty here today. When I sat down to film this video, I realized that my SD card was broken, so I had to run out and go pick up another SD card. My ring light is broken, so not that I use a ton of light for my ring light. For the most part, I'm just using natural light because I have my camera in front of these big sliding glass doors that we have at our downstairs, our first floor. But today, because my ring light is broken, I just have the natural light. So luckily it is a sunny day, but it has just been kind of crazy. And like I said, I'm feeling a little rusty since it has been a couple months since I've sat down for a video. So I'm feeling a little bit scattered here. So hopefully I can present this information to you in a coherent manner. I do have notes in front of me, so hopefully that will help me stay kind of grounded here while I am talking to you about my favorites from these last couple of months. So let's go ahead and start with this Sunday Riley product. Sunday Riley sent me a few products that I am super excited to talk to you about. Two of them are in this favorites video. Now, Sunday Riley does use dimethicone in several of their products, so I wanted to make sure that the products that I chose from what they offered to send me did not have dimethicone in them. I personally try to stay away from dimethicone because I am very suspicious that it causes me milia, and I am going to talk a little bit more about that in this video because I think I have a little bit of milia happening right now. But anyway, this Sunday Riley pink drink, this is their firming resurfacing essence. Now I have really fallen in love with this. It is on the expensive side, which is the case for Sunday Riley products pretty much across the board, but man, I just love this stuff so much. When I was reading the reviews for this product before I decided to go ahead and choose this as one of the options to be sent to me in PR, really the only complaint people had for this was that it is on the very small side. People really requested that Sunday Riley come out with a larger bottle of this, and I would absolutely concur with that. I wish that it did come in a larger size because I am almost out of it. I've just been using it nonstop. Like I said, I took it on my trip with me, used it morning and night. But let's get into the ingredients here. It has fermented honey, pink yeast filtrate, and chlorella and kelp. Now those are prebiotics for your microbiome to help support your skin barrier. There's also green tea in here, peptides and ceramides. There's really lovely botanical extracts in here, including several fruit extracts. There's apricot and cucumber extracts in here. Now for me, I don't really get any scent of cucumber. Cucumber is not really my favorite scent when it comes to skincare. So I'm kind of pleased that there isn't that scent in here. It's more of an apricot-y with a subtle hint of jasmine and rose. Very subtle scent though. It is not overwhelmingly apricot or jasmine or rosy, just very light and absolutely beautiful. I love the scent of this. I love the texture. The mist is very fine. Everything about this essence is absolutely beautiful. Really, really love it. I would be willing to, and I don't know if I said the price of this, it's $48 for this 50 ml size, comes in this beautiful glass bottle. Like I said, it is on the expensive side, but as many of you probably know, a lot of these really gorgeous essences do run on the steep side. A lot of them are running between $60 and $80 for a larger, 2 to 3 ounce bottle. So I would be willing to pay that price if Sunday Riley did come out with a larger 2 to 3 ounce size for this. I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. So really, really have been loving this so much. Next up is a product I've talked about a lot on my channel recently, like probably over in the last year and more than the last year. This is the Apis Apothecary Flower Sap Hydration Harmonizer. This is a gorgeous rose water and aloe based serum. I really love this type of texture. When it comes to a serum, you'll see it is on that watery side. There's also sunflower seed oil in here. There's Gromwell extract, as well as marine harvested seaweed extract, vegetable-based glycerin, and aspen bark extract. And Gromwell is a botanical that I was not very familiar with, so I went ahead and looked it up, and it has antioxidant properties as well as skin soothing properties. So it works in synergy with the rose and the marine seaweed. And what's really nice is Apis grows this plant on their farm in the Hudson Valley. And I think, according to their website, I think they grow over 90% of their botanicals on their farm. So Apis is an incredible brand. I've really fallen in love with so many of their products. And the main reason why I'm talking about this product in my favorites video is because I have found a really lovely kind of emulsion cocktail that I have created over these last couple months together that have truly become a favorite. And that is combining the Apis flower sap with the Jordan Samuel retinol treatment oil. Now, unfortunately, Jordan Samuel has discontinued this particular product, but I was just communicating with him and he told me that they are coming out with a new retinol oil in 2025. So I told him I am going to be anxiously awaiting that release. So unfortunately, you can't get this particular product anymore, but I would say combining the flower sap with whatever your favorite oil is, a couple of drops of both, is just absolutely stunning. I've just really been enjoying mixing whatever oil is my favorite at the moment with the Apis flower sap. And like I said, I've just been loving the Jordan Samuel retinol oil together. This is what I brought on my trip to use at nighttime, but really whatever oil you want to mix in with the Apis is just a beautiful skincare experience. The other product from Sunday Riley I want to talk about, which I actually did not take on my trip with me, but that I have been loving over these last couple months, is their CEO Vitamin C Brightening Serum. This has 15% THD ascorbate in it. And as you guys know, I absolutely love that vitamin C ester. So this is a lotion serum. As you can see, this is not a liquid serum. This performs more like a lotion. And for me, I have really been enjoying this in the summertime, just on top of an essence, or a mist, a toner, and then I will put this on top of that, and then I can go ahead and put my SPF on top of this. So I will typically use a tinted moisturizer that has SPF on top of this. Super easy, really fast, gets you out the door in just a few minutes. So I have really been loving this product when I want something really quick. Like I said, something that just gets me out the door really quickly. This has a very lovely texture. If you are a fan of squalane and how that feels on the skin, and personally I do, then you might want to look at this. It has the most gorgeous scent of tangerine and orange. I absolutely love the scent. The word that comes to my mind is it's just very delightful, very sparkly, very summery. I think that also moving into fall and winter, it's going to help you keep those summertime vibes going. This also has phytosterols in it. You also want to note that it does have glycolic acid in it. In the past, some products with glycolic acid have caused me some skin, like very, very mild, but some irritation. This has not caused me any irritation at all. Like I mentioned, Sunday Riley products are are on the expensive side. This does run about $85, but if you are drawn to luxury skincare, if you are looking for a vitamin C product that does have the THD in it, I would definitely take a look at this, especially if you like a bright and sunny kind of tangerine scent. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Moving along to another moisturizer that I did bring on my trip with me is the new Merit Great Skin Moisturizer. This is a little bit lower on the price point. This is $38 for 50 mils. I absolutely love this. Now, for those of you who enjoy unscented skincare, you will appreciate this. This does not have any scent at all. Now, this has what is called their Great Skin Complex. And I'm going to talk about an ingredient here that is called spermidine. This was a new ingredient for me. And I had to do a little bit of research on spermidine because, like I said, I'd never heard of this before. And spermidine is an ingredient that has been researched. I don't know exactly how extensively it's been researched, but the research has shown that it supports autophagy. Now, autophagy is when cells cleanse themselves of damage. And when this activity occurs with cells, apparently it helps promote cellular renewal. It also may stimulate collagen production. I don't think it's like definitive that it stimulates collagen production, but studies have shown that it may stimulate collagen production, and it also has antioxidant properties. So the other ingredients in this Great Skin Complex are peptides as well as polysaccharides. And I had to refamiliarize myself with what polysaccharides do. That always kind of escapes me. But polysaccharides have water binding properties, so that's going to help skin retain water. So it's a good humectant. And polysaccharides also have antioxidant properties as well. This also contains oat extract as well as glycerin. The texture on this one is very lightweight, but yet I would say it's definitely thicker than that Sunday Riley Lotiony serum, definitely thicker than that. I would say it's creamy on the outset as you are starting to rub it in, then it becomes more lightweight, soaks into the skin very, very quickly, is not greasy at all. It does not give you any kind of a dewy finish at all on your skin. Yeah, like I said, it just soaks in very, very quickly. So if you are interested in a lightweight moisturizer that does a really good job of moisturizing the skin, gives you some hydration as well, this might be a moisturizer that you want to look into. It is great for priming for makeup, does not cause any pilling, and it was formulated to work in tandem with the Great Skin Serum as well from Merit. And I have been using both of these together as well. I did not take this on my trip, but I have been using these together. They work very lovely together. I have this on my skin today. Works very well under makeup, so highly recommend both of these. This has been a favorite of mine going for, ever since it launched. I can't remember the exact date that it launched, but it's been on favorite lists of mine. This is now on my favorites from July and August. Absolutely love it. Traveled very well, very lightweight bottle. Yeah, can't speak highly enough about it. Really have been enjoying that one a lot. Now I want to move into a moisturizer that's a little bit heavier, but still lightweight, not occlusive at all. And this is the Dam Dam Tokyo Mochi Mochi Luminous Cream. This I believe I have put on a favorites list in the past, maybe a year-end favorites if I'm remembering correctly. But they describe this as a rich, light, and fluffy moisturizer. I would completely agree with that. I think them calling this Mochi Mochi is very accurate. I don't know if you can see the texture very well. Let me kind of dab my finger in there. But yeah, it is very light and fluffy. Has a thick but whipped texture to it. And just putting it on here, yeah, it just feels really beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the Yena Hydra Cloud, but this one doesn't really have much of a scent, hardly any scent at all. Just slightly like a greenish type of scent, maybe coming from the shiso. There's shiso in here, but barely at all. It's hardly perceptible at all. Anyway, this one is $48 for 1.76 ounces. They also have a 0.36 ounce mini jar for $10 on their website. I don't think you can get that from Sephora. This is the Dam Dam Tokyo is carried at Sephora, but they also, obviously have their own website. So on their own website, you can get the $10 travel size. This, like I mentioned, has shiso. They refer to shiso as one of their heritage ingredients. It is high in omega-3 fatty acids. It's a time-honored antioxidant. It also has anti-inflammatory and barrier strengthening properties. This moisturizer also contains sunflower seed oil, shea butter, and willow bark extract, and I absolutely love it. I love the texture. I brought this moisturizer with me to LA to use in the evening, so before bedtime. And my skin was definitely on the drier side while I was in LA. It was very hot, very dry while we were there. And I felt like this did a really good job of moisturizing my skin at nighttime. So when I was getting ready for bed, I used the Jordan Samuel oil combined with the Apis, and then I would put this on top at the nighttime. And I really enjoyed that combination. Now, Dam Dam also sent me their Matcha Boost Eye Serum. This is $68 for 0.68 ounces or 20 mils. And I have really been enjoying this. I've been using this at nighttime. It has a very milky, smooth, serumy texture. And I will give you a little hint if you do pick this up. What you want to do to get out the serum is you squeeze the dropper first, then plunge it into the bottle, and then release it. And then that allows you to get the dropper full of the product. But then you actually don't really need that much. You just want to squeeze the dropper just a little bit so that you get one drop. That is all you need for both under eyes, because a little bit goes a long way. I find that if you squeeze it too much, and you'll just end up over applying or just wasting the product. If I do end up getting too much out, I'll just apply it to my neck. But anyway, you just want to squeeze just a teeny little bit. But anyway, it has this really, like I showed you, it has that really gorgeous milky texture. But when you apply it under your eyes, it stays put. It doesn't run, it doesn't irritate my eyes, and I really enjoy the texture. And it has Uji matcha from Kyoto. It has Japanese bakuchi, which is going to help with your fine lines and help with elasticity. And of course it has caffeine in there, which is going to decrease puffiness. So I feel like when I do use this at nighttime, I'm much less likely to have puffiness in the morning. So I very much appreciate that. And I also will say that I like to do all my skincare, including eye treatments, obviously before I get into bed, and then I read right before I go to sleep. And then I really like to just then turn out the light, put my book aside, and just try to fall asleep, because reading helps me fall asleep. I don't want to have to get back out of bed once I put my book down. So I really like it when eye products do not bother my eyes, so they don't interfere with me reading at night. And I have not had any issues with this one at all. So big rave for both of these Dam Dam Tokyo products. Thank you so much to them, to the brand, for sending me these. And yes, highly recommend them. They've been huge favorites over these past couple months. Now, getting back to the issue of Milia and dimethicones. So, as you may know, if you've been following me for a while here, a couple years ago, I was feeling a lot of texture on my skin. I did not know what was going on. I think it was around the summertime, and I thought maybe it was just SPF, sweat, playing tennis outside, all that stuff. And I went to my facialist who does extractions, and she was just like, you have got a lot of Milia. And it was all kind of right here, and I wasn't really, wearing a mask anymore, or not very much at that time. And she was asking me, are you using products that have a lot of mineral oil in it? And I was like, absolutely not. I don't think I have anything that has any mineral oil at all. And I did some research, and a couple of sites said that, silicone products or, dimethicone can cause Milia. So I looked at some products, and there were indeed some products that I had, relatively recently integrated into my skincare. I think it was a tinted sunscreen. And so I got rid of everything in my skincare, or mostly it was, color products, and hadn't had any issues since then. But recently, in the last, I would say 2 months, I've kind of started to feel texture, just interestingly right here. Like when I put my tongue here and protrude my skin out, I can feel little bumps here and here. So I was like, what is going on? I don't think I have anything in my skincare that has dimethicone in it. So I just thought, again, maybe it's just sweat and, maybe whatever, there's something just building up right here. And I have an appointment with her coming up next week. But as I sat down to do my favorites video, and I'm going to talk about the Elta MD UV Restore, I just decided to go ahead and just like, well, let's just dive into the ingredients. There's dimethicone in here. And I was just like, what in the world is going on? Because there was another Elta MD product that I used that had dimethicone in it. So I switched over to this one because I was sure when I read the ingredients there was no dimethicone, but I don't know if they reformulated it because this is an older, well, this isn't old. I think this is a couple of months old and I'm almost done with it. And so I bought a new one, a new backup, and they've changed the packaging. So the packaging looks like this. Packaging now looks like this. So I don't know if they've reformulated it or if it's always had dimethicone in it. I don't know what's going on, but now I'm very suspicious that maybe this has always had dimethicone in it. And I've always rotated my tinted moisturizers with SPF, but I would say over the last probably 6 weeks, I've pretty much exclusively been using this one. And I'm pretty sure this is the only product that has dimethicone in it, except for one thing I'm about to talk about. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is the culprit for why I feel like I have possibly some Milia happening. So I don't know. I was about to say that this has been a favorite of mine over these last few months, but now I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop using it because it has dimethicone in it. So when I was in LA, I got together with Josh Rosebrook. He's become a friend of mine. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but he lived in Portland, or he's from Portland, and he was living in Portland a little while ago for a couple years. And so we got to know each other and we would hang out and, get coffee every once in a while. And now he's back in LA. So we got to hang out and he gave me a few things. And one thing that he gave me is an old favorite of mine, his tinted nutrient day cream. Now I know for a fact there is no dimethicone in here, so I think I might just have to go back to using the Josh Rosebrook nutrient day cream, which I know has no dimethicone in it. So I think I'm going to switch back to using this one because I know that my skin loves it. And then what else was I going to talk? Oh yeah, the other thing that I was going to talk about as a favorite is the Jane Iredale Pure Press Base, which I have been using for years. And what I've been loving is using this under my eyes with the Morphe by Ariel setting brush and just kind of dipping this, and you'll see I've hit pan in a major way on this, and then just putting this under my eyes. So I was going to talk about this as a favorite over the last couple months, but I just found out that this has dimethicone in it, this powder. I'm shocked. I feel like I've looked at the ingredients of this many times. I don't know if dimethicone is new in here or if I just didn't know it. I'd be a little surprised if the dimethicone in here is a culprit of me getting Milia because I've been using it for so long, and I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here. So I think what I'm going to do is stop using the Elta MD. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Jane Iredale Pure Press Base. I love this so much. I've been using it for, I don't even know, probably 15 years now. So this is TBD if I'm going to continue using it. I'm just not sure. I absolutely love this stuff. If dimethicone doesn't bother you, highly, highly recommend it. It's a beautiful powder. And also if dimethicone doesn't bother you, the Elta MD UV Restore Broad Spectrum SPF 40 is gorgeous. Absolutely love this. So aside from the fact that maybe it's causing me Milia, so I don't know what to tell you guys on that. Again, if dimethicone is an ingredient that does not bother you, highly recommend both of those. And then last but not least, just a couple of color products. Merit, I don't know if I mentioned this, Merit did send this to me, their Great Skin Moisturizer. And they also sent me their bronzer in Solstice. And this is what it looks like. And this color is really, really gorgeous. Hopefully it's showing up enough for you guys to get a feel for the color. on me and my medium toned olive skin. It's really been a beautiful color and so easy to use. So what I actually have on my skin today, I don't have any bronzer and I actually don't have Solstice on my skin today. I actually have Merit Fox, which I guess I could probably go ahead and include on this favorites because I have been using this a lot this summer. So this is what I have on my skin today. It's kind of like a blush and a bronzer. So I've got Fox on. So I'll put a little bit more on today. So this is what the Fox color looks like, just in the, I don't know what you call this, we'll call it the bullet. And so that's Fox kind of like as a blush. And then the Merit has just been so easy to use. I took this to LA with me. So I took Fox and Solstice with me. And it just was like, that quick. I know Merit sort of markets their 5-minute face, but it truly was just the 5-minute face. Just like so easy to apply and really just very flattering. I don't know, I'm unfortunately here, I'm using the viewfinder as my mirror and I feel like I'm getting a little bit blasted out by the sun coming in through my sliding glass doors here, but just wanted to kind of give you a feel for this color here. Like I said, super easy to use, really been enjoying it. I've been using it almost all summer and yeah, love it. You can use it on your eyes, obviously forehead, all over. It's kind of like an illuminating bronzer. Hope you get an idea of what that looks like. I'll put a little on my nose too. And maybe I won't use the brush so you can kind of get a better feel for that color. But anyway, very easy to use, super user-friendly. And then last but not least, I took several lippies with me on the trip, but the one I reached for the most is this Lisa Eldridge lip gloss in Muse. And I believe they describe it as a smoky rosewood, if I'm remembering correctly. That's how they describe it. And on my lips, it's just that really pretty Your Lips But Better kind of neutral, rosy brown color. Really easy to wear. I love the texture of it. It's not too sticky. It feels pretty nourishing. It's right up there in my book with the Victoria Beckham lip gloss. I think the Victoria Beckham lip gloss is just the top of the top for me in terms of lip glosses. And then this one is just a notch below. But I will say I love this color. I find that this color is very easy to wear, does not require a mirror. I do have lip liner on. I have the Victoria Beckham #2 lip liner on, but I never used lip liner while I was on vacation. I would just put this on, go out the door super fast, really easy, very flattering, feels great on the lips, and I feel like it has pretty decent staying power. I think maybe the Victoria Beckham has a little bit better staying power in terms of pigmentation, but I absolutely love this Lisa Eldridge lip gloss. I don't think it gets talked about very much, but I really love it. I think it's a really lovely lip gloss and I really like the packaging and I think it's pretty easy to carry around in a smallish size purse. So anyway, big rave for the Lisa Eldridge lip gloss in Muse. I've been using it a lot over these last couple months, kind of rediscovering it in my stash. So I think that covers it all. I do have an enormous bag of empties. So I know that probably, like I said, my last video was the 2-month favorites. Like I said, it was May and June. Now this one is June and July. Probably another very recent video I did was an empties. But like I said, I have a giant bag of empties. So I think my next video might be an empties video, but I want to give you guys some more variety. So let me know down below what you would be interested in seeing, because now that the fall has arrived, I will be able to sit down hopefully once a week and do videos again. Want to get back into that routine. So let me know what you all would be interested in seeing. And I appreciate your patience with me and I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know what you guys loved using over the summer, what you're looking forward to using in this fall time, whether it's, transition with your skincare, maybe what makeup items you've been loving. So thank you guys so much for watching. And again, I would love any video requests that you have. And If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.